Ow! Why did that hurt my arm so bad just now? What the hell? Ow! Let's move this flower to over here. To this box over here. Bro, last night I was gonna stream and play, but I rolled this super doobie. It had 4 different strains in it, and a snake of Clementine Piatella, which is basically cold cure full melt, like a buttery full melt. So like hash, like a cold cure hash. That is dabbable, but in this case, I put it in a fat doobie with 4 different strains. Oh my god, it was insane. I couldn't even finish the joint. It was just so supercharged. That's what I called it. I was like, bro, this shit's supercharged. But I'm gonna take a dab real quick, and then we're gonna get on this. 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 Load game. 48%. Yeah. Yep. This is yep. Beautiful.
Dark Eco's powers cannot be controlled.
Literally, you know what happens in the next game. I love how I said I'm gonna take a dab and then I started playing. But I am gonna take a dab in 1 second. So I just wanna do a little exploring. So I didn't get to play yesterday. I didn't get to play yesterday because, bro, I swear, people are so funny. I had people telling me they were gonna slide through because I'm leaving Miami. This is literally my last Sunday in Miami. So this weekend was my last weekend in Miami. So I told them, like, yo, you trying to hang? Before I dip, you know, this weekend's the weekend to do it. I mean, I've had so many people say, yeah, and no slide through, which to me is okay. I don't take that personally. Like, I'm not the type of person to get mad about something like that, or like be like, oh, people are, you know, I don't care really. If you couldn't make it, you couldn't make it. Like, it is what it is. I don't trip on that. But the motherfuckers had me waiting all day, and it's like, bro, I could have been playing video games all day. I could have been chilling instead of eating shit, watching TV. Even though I don't mind watching TV, like, you know, I love watching TV too. But I would have preferred to play video games. That's right, though. I'm not tripping on it. I try not to let nothing bother me. That's the best way to try to go through life. Stuff that you have no control over, there's no point in getting mad over. You know what I mean? That's why I hate when I get mad at video games, because I used to play video games all the time and never rage. I used to be like, bro, this shit's out of my control. I'm not gonna even bother getting mad. Now I do let it rage me, like rage bait me. I'm not gonna lie, I do let rage bait me. I'm like, damn, bro, I wish I did that. I don't know why I started being like that. I blame Call of Duty Warzone, because I wasn't like that till Warzone. Then that shit like awoken the beast inside me of rage. I mean, to be fair, I hadn't gamed as hard as I was too. Like I was gaming back then, but I definitely took a backseat, a huge backseat to gaming, for a fact. Yeah. Like compared to how I am now, where I'm gaming a lot more than I was back in those days. But like I said, that's because I didn't want shit that I couldn't control to like affect me. So I was like, well, fuck it. If video games are in a state, or if I play them, it's gonna affect me, I'm just not playing video games. Or if I do play them, I'm just gonna play a little bit. Like, yeah, I legit was like that. I'll never forget it too, because I was like living my OG and shit, and like literally barely playing video games at times. And I'm just like, damn, that's crazy.
Dark eco's powers cannot be
Because I used to play all the
controlled.
time, like all the time.
The heat shield's going to need even more power to withstand the lava.
Okay, I see now the path. What do we want to check? We want to check real quick to make sure this is on, and if it's on, then I'm gonna take a quick derby of one of these strains, probably the melon villain, but the melon because it has more. I feel like, which is crazy because that's the one that I thought was like less to begin with, but I don't know. Maybe I might have subconsciously dabbed more of the astronaut status times Dante's Descent. It's such a crazy name, honestly. Astronaut status times Dante's Descent. Like, who names that? Who the fuck named that? Just realized my fucking zipper's down this whole time. Not that it matters because I'm inside my house, but I'm about to leave at like in like an hour and a half maybe to go see my family, my grandparents, and my mom before I dip, and maybe my sister if she's able to make it. I don't know if she can make it though because she's been partying her heart out, which is nothing wrong with that. If she don't make it, that's fine because she's gonna be able to come visit me if she wants. So like that's okay. The ones who cannot visit me is my mom and my grandparents because one of my grandparents can't leave Miami, and my mom, well, who knows if she'll ever come visit. You know, she could rent a hotel and come visit, but I don't know if she would want to do that because, like, what is there to really do up there besides see me? Which is a reason to go. It's not like, oh, well, it's not a reason to go. But vanilla melon. It smells so good. That's crazy because the vanilla melon's a blend of vanilla and I forgot what. I gotta look it up. What was that blend of? I forgot now. And then the astronaut descent times. Well, that's him. That scared me. Astronaut descent times. That actually scared me. Times Dante's descent is not a blend, which means it's a one single rosin, one strain rosin, single strain rosin. There we go. I don't know why I couldn't get that out of my mouth. Single strain rosin versus a blend of two different strain rosins. Which I don't mind the blends of two different strain rosins because, you know, hey, your batch is low. Let's see if they got a jar that has, you know, some left. And like, all right, let's just do a mixture of this one and this one. These two are both low jars. Let's just mix it together and get full jars. I have nothing wrong with that. And it makes for unique terp profiles. I will say though, I've had better strains from them or flavors from them from this last drop. The one that has been the best so far. What was the first two I tried? I'm trying to remember now. The first two I tried was Coma Breath and Fuji 43. Fuji 43 was okay. Coma Breath was okay. Dante's Descent and Astronaut Status is okay. The Vanilla Melon is okay. If I had to pick one out of the four, I'd say the Vanilla Melon is the most terpiest, I think. The other ones, I mean, they're terp. It was just like, you know, like a generic gas terp, nothing crazy. Which don't get me wrong, I love gas terps, but not a generic gas terp. It was like a more complex, in-depth gas terp, which there are those. Sounds crazy to say that. People are like, what the hell is he talking about? I'm talking about flavors, big dog. Like, I'm talking about complexities of hash flavors. The cannabis plant is a fucking mystery in itself, and the flavors that can be produced by it is another mystery. And so, I've had stuff that's light gas, like, you know, like this, and then I've had stuff that's like heavy gas. And then I've had that rubber gas, which I hate. I hate the rubber gas. Like, that is, people like it, and I'm like, bro, you're disgusting. Like, I don't want to taste rubber gas. I don't like that. Like, I hate that is my most hated gas. I like petrol gas. Petrol gas is my favorite, where it tastes like a fucking petrol station. Like I'm fucking fuel, like some motherfucking fuel. The fucking burnt rubber taste, I hate that shit, bro. Tennis balls, ugh, I hate that shit. But people do like it. Burnt rubber, they like that shit. I'm not a fan. Not a fan. But yeah, there's complexities in gas terps. Like, people really don't realize how much of a head I was or am, because I kind of calmed down on that for like the past few years, because when I left that scene, I left with a sour taste in my mouth. Like, I felt like that community that I was a part of for so long turned their back on me, and so I was like, well, fuck them. If they don't fuck with me, fuck them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you turn your back on me, I'm gonna turn my back on you type shit. So I kind of like was still dabbing heavy and shit, but I wasn't really posting anything about it. Like, I didn't really like my post went from like posting almost all the time about it to like never, barely ever, which is kind of crazy to think about it, because I was almost like mad at it. But I wasn't mad at it. I was just mad at like the situation of everything going on. And the only thing I'll say that kind of brought me back was getting my card. I'm not gonna lie, because that made me feel like my younger self again. Like, damn, this is what I wanted when I was 17 years old. And shit, not even just 17. I mean, when I was 21, I went to Colorado on my 21st birthday, and I was mad still, like, in love with the industry. It's when everyone turned their back on me and stopped fucking with me because of my beliefs that made me feel like, you know what, fuck this industry. Like, I sacrificed a lot for it. A lot for it, bruh. And people forget that shit. But to be fair, I'm gonna keep it 100%. And this is a known fact that anyone who's like local to my area can tell you, is the minute I dip from that, is the quality of chirps dropped drastically in the local area. That's all I will say. To be able to find that quality of chirps was not as easy once I left. I will say that. And that is 1,000% a fact, like not an undisputable fact. Not just the quality, but the pricing, the quality, and just like the availability that I used to be, because it was like 24/7 damn near. I mean, it was like a 24/7 thing with me. So. And I know that's an undisputable fact, because people have said, like, bro, like, yeah, when you were around, it was a different, like, yeah, I know, that's why I did that, because I saw that and I wanted to fill that void myself. That's literally how that happened. I didn't choose to do that. That was literally, I'm like, well, there's a fucking hole here. I'm gonna fill the hole because I need to get rid of the hole myself. Like, hey, I'm a consumer. I can't get anything to consume, so what do? I become the person that provides the consumption stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then the rest is history. In the end, like I said, that industry turned its back on me after I sacrificed a lot of money, a lot of fucking chances taken, a lot of risks taken, a lot of fucking, just to be underappreciated, because at that time when it was happening, everything was very saturated, right? Like, it was so saturated, but the minute, because it was like at the height of the shutdowns and shit, but the minute shit got crazy with the shutdowns and like shit started getting real, oh yeah. And not even just after the shutdowns ended and people came out of the shutdowns, like, yeah, that's when they got to fucking feel my presence disappeared for real. I'm like, damn, what did we do? What you did was you pushed the one motherfucker you shouldn't have pushed away out of the industry. That's to be real, because I was like, and this is an undisputable fact, I was the biggest, like, Bro, I used to do shit that people wouldn't do. For instance, people would ask me to have something on the menu. I'd be like, no. Why? Because I don't consume it. I don't think it's good to consume that, so I'm not going to give it to anyone else to consume. I used to be like that, bro. I used to be a real motherfucker, dog. Like, I wasn't like, hey, whatever's available is what's going to be pushed. Like, I wasn't like that. It's like, nah, brother. I took the time, like, hey, if it's something I'm going to consume, it's going to be available. If it's not something I'm consuming, I ain't going to put it on there for others to consume. That's how real I used to be. And they begged me and begged me and begged me. And so then eventually I got that shit because they begged it. And I said, listen, this is only for people who begged for this shit and want it on the menu. I'm like, do not blame me for anything when it comes to this. I'm like, I put my not stamp of approval, but my stamp of disapproval on it. And you still wanted it. So like, don't blame me for anything when it comes to it. And so, and to be honest, people were still okay with it. Like, they're like, yo, the budget is good too. Like, it's like, for the price, they loved it. And I was like, all right, bro, if you're okay with it, that's your business, bro. Like, I ain't gonna tell you what to do, but like, I even accommodated to that. Like, that's how real of a person I was, bro. Like, bro, there was no one like me. That's just a fact. No one liked me as far as like talking the terps that I used to talk, giving out the info I used to give out. That's how I'm like, bro, these motherfuckers did not appreciate me for shit. And then when it was gone, they're like, oh, fuck, we didn't appreciate him for shit. It's like, yeah, now it's too late because once I left, there was no going back. Like, I couldn't, it was like, all right, I made this decision is done. Like, there's no going back from here. And to be honest, like I said, I still, like, I'm sad about that. That's sad, but like, I didn't wish that to happen, right? But at the same time, I don't let things that are out of my control get to me. Like, you know? I learned that a long time ago. When it's out of your control, you just gotta let it go. Where am I supposed to go? But I'm not gonna lie, the validation, being validated years after was pretty nice. Like, well, at least I knew, at least I know that in the end they fucking were able to recognize what I was, you know, doing. Even if they didn't recognize it when it was happening, eventually they were able to recognize it to be like, damn, he really was like one of the best ones. He was, cause like, think about it like this, bro. A lot of people are in it for money, and I was in it in the fucking standpoint of like, yo, terps for the people. Like, yeah, obviously money's involved, but like, it was more about like bringing the terps to the people. Like shit that was like the best tasting shit. You know what I mean? Like, bruh, legit, bruh. The best tasting shit you could ever fucking have. Like, I really went all out for these fucking goofies. And not just for them, it was, you know, for me too. Like, it just happened to benefit other people too. Why is it not letting me hit this dude? Hold up, so I can't even, what the fuck? That's so weird. Why doesn't it let me hit him? That's just stupid as fuck. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of niggas were just bringing shit to sell it. Or to get money off it. I used to bring shit because it's like, oh no, this is the new fucking flavor that just dropped this week of this. Bro, I had motherfucking 2016's High Times winner orange soda. You know what I mean? Like, I just did different shit, bro. We were really doing different, and it sucks that it went the way it did because they turned their back on me for the stupidest reason, in my opinion. Reasons that I would never I would never be like, okay, I'm gonna turn my back for that. Like you can believe whatever you want, bro. I'm not gonna turn my back on you because there's something you believe in. That's your business, bro. As long as it's not like pedophilia, because that's really the only thing I won't stand, or like, you know, or like raping women, like shit like that, like, you know, abusing women or children. As long as it's not abusing women or children, I don't give a fuck what you got going on. I'll never like hold that against you. Kind of crazy. And it's so funny because it's like, bro, y'all turn your back on me for my beliefs, literally political beliefs, and then in the end suffered more for it and cried about it when you literally could have been in the same, like, nothing changed. Nothing, you know, you could have literally had nothing change if you just weren't so stubborn, is the word I guess you could say. Because, like, that's stubbornness, I guess. When you're so, like, strong on your beliefs that, like, you're willing to cut people out of your life. Like, yeah, that's stubbornness, I think. Because, bruh, my whole family is MAGA, and I won't cut them out of my life. Like, I know my sister's like, oh, like, I can't deal with that. Like, you know, I don't want that in my life, blah, 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 type shit. And I get that for her. Like, you know, that's, if you feel like you have to do that, you feel like you have to do that. I'm never gonna tell someone, like, hey, you don't do what you feel is gonna make, you know, you feel better or feel more comfortable. Like, what's comfortable for me may not be comfortable for someone else, type shit. So, even though I'm able, like, to deal with that, she's not. Like, for instance, my brother's wife had an event, and when I went there, it was full of fucking cops from all over Florida, like almost every department in Florida, troopers, all that shit. And my sister's like, I don't know how you could do that. I'm like, bro, because I'm headstrong. Like, that shit isn't a phase me, bro. Like, I don't let shit like that get to my head. Yeah, was it uncomfortable being there? 100%. I'm not even gonna pretend like it wasn't. Like, it was mad uncomfortable. Especially when I realized, like, I was in the front row watching it happen. It was a good ceremony too. And I'm like realizing, like, damn, I am baked as fuck right now. Because I've been ripping the pen right before we got there because we got off the train and then we were waiting for the Uber and I had just ripped the pen like a motherfucker because I was like, damn, we just took a fucking, you know, 3.5 hour train ride over here to go to this event. Let me hit the pen real quick before we go to this event that's going to be I don't know how long. And then I can't do shit, you know what I mean? And I'm like literally sitting up there in the front, and I wish I never thought about it because the minute I thought about it is what threw me off. Because then I'm like, oh shit, why'd I do that? Now I'm thinking about it, and it's kind of like, oh shit, that's kind of crazy. But like I said, I'm headstrong, so I don't let that phase me. I'm just like sitting there like, damn, okay, well, it's not like something's gonna happen. You're just sitting here watching, you know what I mean? But like obviously, since you're thinking about like, damn, this is a room full of cops. Like, what if they smell me? And then I started to smell me. I'm like, fuck. You know, your head starts playing tricks on you. But nah, it really stunk because my fucking pen was right in fucking... I thought it was a good idea. I don't know why I did this. This was my fuck up. I thought it was a good idea to put the pen in my fucking shirt pocket. Don't ask me why I thought that was a good idea. But I did. So instead of having it in my pants pocket, that damn thing is in my shirt pocket and it's right under my nose. And there's some dude that's really important sitting next to me. I forgot what the fuck he was. Some bullshit. I really could care less, bro. Like, I'm not one of these people that, you know what I mean? Like someone I know would die to be there because of all the people that are there that they're gonna meet. They're gonna be like, oh my god, I'm meeting all these important... I'm one of the people that could care less, bro. I'm there fucking long hair, don't care, reeking, stony as a bony. Like, that's just me, bro. That's been me since forever, too. Like, that's been me since forever. That's why I love myself. Like, I'm the biggest fuck the man person you'll ever meet. Like, and that's why my sister's like, I don't know how you do that. I'm like, bro, because that shit gives me a kick. I'm not gonna lie, like, doing shit like that. That's why I've always been the way I am. Like, taking risks for me is like something that is just natural. I don't do it anymore because I'm an adult now, like way older. So it's like, you know, 30 something years old, you gotta kind of chill the fuck out. Eventually, you gotta kind of relax and not be so crazy. But I'll still do shit like that. Go to a room full of fucking cops, stone off my ass, and not give a fuck. I mean, to be fair, it's not illegal in Florida, so like, you have a med card, like, you can't, no one can tell you anything. What is illegal, I think, is to like, well, 100% to resell your shit, which obviously I would never resell my medicine. Like, that's just stupid. Like, sorry, no offense. What I will do is tell people like, hey, if you need like a doctor, I'll give you the referral because, you know, I actually get a discount for doing that, so I don't mind doing that. Like, hey, you need a doctor? Hit up blah blah blah, and, you know, you can try to set you up and see if you're good to go. Get a card. It's not like it's a free card. Obviously, you got to pay for it and have like, you know, something credible to be like, hey, I need this. It's not just like, hey, here's a Pitstone free card. Now, what you tell them to get that, I'm not going to tell you what to say to get that because that's your business. Right? Like, there's definitely different factors in Florida that you can get it for. What all of them are, I really couldn't say because I don't know off the top of my head. I don't know. I'd be lying. I just know for me, I get like severe anxiety, and like for some people, it's kind of crazy because some people, they get anxiety from it, and I'm the opposite. Like, that shit helps my anxiety for real. Like, if I feel like I got something to do today, right? Like, I got something planned, scheduled. That shit will make me feel anxious and give me like, you know, anxiety. But if I take medicine, I could go and I'll be chilling. Now, I will say, I won't want to go for hours just because, like, you know, once the medicine wears off, it's like, damn, what the fuck? Now I'm over here eating shit. But if I have a pen, then I could do that for hours because, like, it's like, all right, well, now I got my medicine to go. We're good to go. I just don't like being around in public, bro. Like, around people. I hate people. Not a people person. I feel like people are fucking worse. Like, bro, animals are like angels sent by God, and people are the demons. That's how I feel. That's why, like, when people who go to church, it's like, I don't see something inherently wrong with church. You just gotta be very careful with church because I feel like, in my opinion, I just don't go to church for the simple reason of, like, I don't believe in a lot of churches. I feel like a lot of them are, how do I put this? Flawed. Design flawed. And so I rather not go to a church and follow a church. And a lot of people think that you have to go to a church to believe in Jesus, and to I'm like, there's nothing wrong with that if you want to, but at the same time, I feel like that helps push a lot of the beliefs that I don't believe in. Like that military Christian shit that I don't believe in. Like,
Run away! That crystal's gonna blow!
where it's like, oh no, you have to be like this. Like, bruh, there's some churches like you can't go unless you're wearing long skirts, right? Like, when I was a kid, they used to go to a Pentecostal church where it was like that. Like, you had to wear a long skirt. Women have to wear long skirts. To me, that doesn't make sense. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I don't think Jesus cares if you're wearing pants to church. I don't think Jesus is gonna be like, hey, you wear pants, you wear jeans on this Sunday. Hell, that's it. Hell, like, I don't think that's gonna happen, bro. I'm sorry. So that's why I kind of like don't agree with churches. Plus, I feel like a lot of them are just trying to take money from people and like are very greedy, especially nowadays. Like, as you can see with the videos that go around on the internet, I mean, there's some crazy videos. Like, I almost think like they're fake because they're like, there's no way this is a real church that's doing that, right? Because there's no way you're going to a church that the dude is literally not even asking for money, like forcing you to give money. Like, bro, there's some crazy videos Which is why, what's his name, Drewski, made a video a while ago, or probably not that long ago, but about the Christian pastors nowadays and how crazy it's gotten. And it's like, bro, like, that's why I don't follow churches. Like, you could 100% be a follower of Jesus Christ and not go to church. Like, that's 100% true. Especially in this era of how many fake churches there are, like false teachings. Like, yeah, it's crazy. Christian nationalism is a problem. You son of a bitch! You turned around and shot me. But again, I mean, nothing wrong with going to church. You just got to make sure if you do go to a church, it's a correct church. Not one that's like constantly trying to get money out of you, and one that's preaching. Like, the best way I can say it is if you go to the church and they're not talking about politics, but like just stuff that's going on, like current events, right? And without saying, hey, this group or this person or that, without trying to support one side, right? You like, whether it's Republican, Democrat, whatever, without trying to support one side, they're just talking about like the word of God or the teaching of God. That's a good church to go to. That's a pastor I stand behind. That's a church I would go to. Simple as that. If they're not like talking about, if they're talking about current events and they're not like taking one side over the other, that's how you know that's someone that believes in Jesus. 100%. Because one, if you believe in Jesus, that has nothing to do with that, with one thing. Like, you could literally be a Republican and believe in Jesus. You could literally be a Democrat and believes in Jesus. So if you're a pastor and your job is to talk about Jesus, you're not going to stand, or you're not going to back one side over the other to try to split your congregation or split people, because your job as a pastor is to deliver as many people to Christ as possible. That's it. It has nothing to do with politics. So a real pastor, you won't even know what his political beliefs are. And he could be Republican. He could be whatever the fuck he wants to be. He could be a dinosaur. I don't give a fuck. Just as long as he's not like trying to use religion or Jesus or anything like that to push his beliefs, his, like, you know, narratives and agendas, which is what has been happening in America for a while now. They have hijacked the Christian religion to push nonsense at this point. Pure nonsense. A lot of hatred, a lot of racism, a lot of bigotry. And it's not all of them. That's why I say, like, you can definitely find a church where they're not believing in that, where they're not even talking about stuff like that. What just hit me? What, am I blind? Hold on. I don't know what just hit me here, and I'm kind of tripping out on this. Oh, okay. I see what happened. The orange stuff ran out. Gotcha. I tried to hit him with the fucking fire, but my fire ran out. Turn around, bitch. I love how I go to double jump and it's like, no, you didn't. You didn't. You didn't double jump. When I can get mad. 20-year-old game. Not more. When did Jack 1 come out? Didn't even tell you. Yeah. Kind of sucks that that's happened in America, but it is what it is. My thing is, like, it happened with a lot of people not even knowing. Like, I didn't know that was happening. Because it's been happening for a while. Like, that didn't just happen overnight. It didn't just happen in 2024, 2025. Like, it actually started like 2017, that movement. Like 2016, 2016. Oh, boy. Now that I think about it, that actually makes a lot of sense. When I think about that timeline, that makes total sense when you think about that timeline. And the only reason I know that is because I saw something yesterday of what's his name with Charlie Kirk and Candace Owens. Kanye. With Charlie Kirk and Candace Owens. I'm like, huh, that's interesting. Just makes you think what really goes on, how everything is like set up. At least in my opinion. You know what's kind of crazy? I've been playing this from like my dab station, aka workstation, and I've been doing pretty good, to be honest. I mean, I fell off only like 100 times, but you know what I mean. Jeez, man, the double jump. Please just work. I can't wait to get past this one so I can get past the damn double jump. This game, but the double jump in this game has driven me crazy for long enough. For far too long. What is this shit? I hear it, but I don't see it. Where is it though? Hold up, I hear it, but I don't see it. Maybe it's up top? I wish I did something more than what it actually does, which is nothing. Not gonna lie, this level while being baked like an apple pie is kind of like trippy. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Yeah, fucking noodle arms? But yeah, shout out to Drewski for his skits exposing it, because that ish was, one, hilarious, and two, needed to be put out there, because for some reason they act like no one can see that. Like, well, here's the thing. People who are, you know, not of the same views are obviously able to see it very clearly, but people who are of the same views, maybe they don't see it, maybe they do and just don't care. I really couldn't tell you, because I don't know how they're like, because like even if you are racist and a bigot, like wouldn't you not want to feel like you're getting scammed? But I don't know, maybe these people are just like, screw it, I don't care if this guy's a fake whatever, like as long as he's saying the shit I want him to say, like that's all that matters to me. You know, you can't really say nothing to that, like if you're that mad or hateful, like, you know. Why would you go there? I don't understand. It's okay. I don't know. Like I told someone one time, like you can't understand it because you don't think like, you know, you think like in a normal way, and these people don't think normal. That's why I said to someone else. Because that to me is the best way to explain it. Like you don't understand something because you don't think like that. You think normal, they don't. And you would hope it's normal, but I mean apparently not, because a lot of people these days are. I'm the water boy. Look at my water spoon. Sorry. I shouldn't do that. I'm gonna get so fucking canceled for doing that one day. Bro, what double whammied me? What the fuck? Whammy! 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 You stupid hooker bitch whore. How? There you go. So you don't want to let me do the high attack or whatever you want to call that attack. I was about to say, there's no way he's jumping over that. Like, there's no way. Like, what are we talking about now? Where's the logistics behind this? Where's the manager? I need to speak to him right away because that is some bullshit. But now we're good. Hold on now. Let's do a little quick rerun because how do we not get that? There we go. Now we're good. I didn't mean to press that, but I did mean to press that. I don't know how to explain it. I did want to go down, but not all the way down. Plus, I thought, you know what? We're just gonna save that. We're just gonna save that. All right, this game is legitimately broken. Holy balls! Like, what the hell? It's actually crazy. Like, he has these crazy, like, jumps. I don't know how he got it. He's a monkey man. He's a monkey man. What do we take? The vanilla melon? The vanilla melon actually smacked pretty nice right now. Speaking of that, let's finish it off real quick. And then we can take some of the astronaut status. Dante's Descent. I don't know if it's crossed or if it's... Yeah, I think it's crossed because it has an X. Never mind. I'm an idiot. No. Can you see? Yeah. Times Dante's Descent. Yeah, that's crossed. I know I say times a lot, like this train times this train, but I really mean crossed with this train. Like this train crossed with this train. It just has like an X here when it says crossed, as a symbol for crossed. I always say times. And it's funny because I was watching a video of Burner on YouTube, looking at a bunch of strains and shit. And he said the same shit. He's like, oh, this is the lemon jotty cross or times this or whatever. I was like, hey, he did it too. I was like, nah, I don't feel alone. It's like those people who are like gun fanatics are like, oh, it's not a clip, it's a magazine. It's the same shit. You're not supposed to say times, you're supposed to say crossed. I don't give a shit. Times crossed, doesn't matter. I'm getting schmecked regardless. But yeah, that's the main reason why I like Burning Flower now, is because legit when I was a kid, I would go on the internet and look at different websites / shops and just think like, man, I can't wait till the day I can go and shop at this place. Like where I first started, I'll never forget it was because my uncle showed it to me. He showed me this website where it was like Amsterdam's ultimate flower or hash guide, some stupid shit like that. I forgot what the exact name was, but it was basically like a guide. It was a website you can go to. And this was like back in the day when we still had like AOL and shit. The website you could go to, and it would like you click it and it takes you to like this Amsterdam guide. It shows you all the shops in Amsterdam, whatever's available as far as like what the shops have. And then there was like this one section, which is what I used to love to do. Go to that one section, and it was called the reviews. So you go to that one section, you click the reviews, and it has every strain name. Click it, and it's like a freaking detailed list of multiple reviews of people who have gone to Amsterdam to that shop and tried that strain. And it would be like, I had like 5 different things. It would say like taste, effect, and like a flavor, or sorry, I already said that. Taste, effect, smell, taste, effect, smell, texture, all that shit. Like, you know, like 5 different categories of whatever the fuck review was. High, you know, all that bullshit. I used to read that shit for hours, like hours, different strains for hours, just studying it. Like this strain does this strain does this. I used to read that shit for hours. Be like, damn, I can't wait to the day like I could go get it. So that's why, like, even though I don't really care for flower nowadays because I'm such a big dabber, when I go to the store or when I see something that I'm like, damn, I'll go to the store to grab that flower, it's because it's literally me looking out for younger me. Like, oh damn, 17-year-old me would have loved to done this, so I'm doing it for him. Legit. I'll take a hit from a joint and it hurts. I'm like, damn, bro, I don't want to hit this no more. I'm like, do it for little you, bro. 17 you would fucking kill to have this opportunity. You can't give up now. I finished like 5 joints because of that. Legit. Like halfway through, I'm like, fuck, I don't want to keep hitting it. I'm like, nah, bro, you got to. Little you wouldn't quit, bro. Little me was a stonehead, bro. Little me went hard when it came to flower, at least. Big me goes hard for dabs. How hard little me went for flowers, how hard big me goes for dabs. Like I could legitimately, I don't do it, but I can legitimately go all day dab for people. Like I can out dab anyone, I think. What I can't do, because my lungs are trash now, is take gigantic dabs, like really, really fat ones. I used to do that though. Like I took a really, I forgot what year it was for 710. I took a 0.5 dab. Oh my god. And then I think it was like my 26th or 27th birthday. I took a dab for every year, like 26. And then after that birthday, I didn't do that no more. I was like, all right, yeah, I'm not doing that again. That was like the hardest thing to complete, bro. I was like, bro, this is insane. I did complete it, but I was like, bro, this is insane. It was so hard, especially because back then it was a lot of BHO too. It wasn't just rosin. So, yeah, that was a fun time. Wait, what is this? Oh, okay. Well, there you go. I'm glad I started dabbing because I didn't know that was gonna happen. And that was when? 20 minutes ago? How did I see that? When did she say that? Yeah, 22 minutes ago. Sweet. Okay, well, this is probably gonna be a shorter stream than expected, but you know what? That's okay, because we'll come back to it. Oh, today's Palm Sunday. You see, my mom's church, I actually like that church because her pastor is a real one. Like he's the type of person that I just like what I spoke about. Like I don't know what his political beliefs are. You know, I'm sure it's something conservative since he's religious. But like he's one of those people that is like you won't tell because he doesn't preach about that. Like it's just about, and not only that, like bruh, I will show up to the church. 1, baked, never said anything about it. 2, like there's certain things or certain events they have where it's like they'll have someone make a food from every country, right? From like so like they'll have an event where like every country's there, which is just people from that church that are representing their country, and they'll bring home or they'll bring a certain food that they cook, right? And so obviously my mom and their family and our family does Cuba, whatever. But I love going to that event because you get to try so many different foods. And so I will go to that church for like, I don't know, ever. And then I'll show up for that event and he won't ever bring that up. He won't even, he's like the nicest, you know, like he won't ever say, oh, you're here for food, huh? Like, you know, even as a joke, like, nah, he's like super nice. When I got in trouble as a kid, as a teenager, he helped me by doing community service. Like, obviously he didn't give me community service for free. I had to do the hours, but I did bullshit at the church, like, you know what I mean? Like, I forgot how many hours I had to complete, but like, I was just doing stuff like helping fix the church, like, you know, with some guy at the church, this guy Lewis, and that helped fix the church. And so, yeah, I don't forget stuff like that. And so when people are like that with me, like that shit stays with me. You know what I mean? Like that leaves an impression on me. And even when like recently, stuff that happened recently, like that leaves an impression on me. And so I will forever, and not just him, but like that franchise of church that they go to, because there was one in Hialeah that they used to go to too. Now, are there people there that are probably like, you know, judgmental stuff? Yeah, whatever. I'm not really caring about that. I'm more cares like as long as the pastor's not preaching the wrong thing. That's my thing. Like, don't. What I didn't like about those churches was, like I said, they had rules about like, oh, you have to dress a certain way and stuff like that because they're like Pentecostal or whatever. But if I don't feel like you're abusing your church for money, or that you're, you know, trying to preach or use God to like connect to political beliefs, I feel like when a pastor does a good job of trying to convey the love Jesus has, then he's doing what he's supposed to do, right? Because that's, like I said earlier, the job is to bring as many souls to Jesus as you can. So when you can convey Jesus' love to us as best as you can, I feel like that's when you're doing your job as pastor. You can tell, like when I was talking about the Drewski skits, the pastors he's making fun of, their message is not really conveying the love of Jesus. They may say sometimes here or there stuff about it, but their message, you can tell, is not really conveying about the love of Jesus. And like, you know, it's not about inclusivity and you know, anything like that. It's division. It's hate. It's this weird Christian nationalism that's almost like, you know, a different belief, if you want to know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? A different belief is all I'm gonna say. I won't say what belief that is, but yeah. I'm gonna take this other dab too, because shit, if she's coming soon, I gotta dip soon. Because I was 20 minutes ago, and I mean, she had said that the pastor's preaching, so I mean, what is that, like an hour? And you know, it's funny that I say that about the community service, because there was another pastor in Melbourne that helped me with my community service hours. And not to say that like he wasn't a good pastor, but he was one that was constantly talking about money, constantly, and like you could tell that he was doing shady things, and you know, it's just like, yeah, nah, man, like you can't be like that, bro. One, because God will punish you for that, and two, your church is never gonna grow. Like, well, let me not say that, because there's these mega churches with these multi-billion-dollar pastors that are getting all this crazy money, and that's exactly who just he was making fun of, was those mega corp churches that are just like, what is going on? But I feel like the people who follow them, like I said earlier, are following them because of something else. It has nothing to do with actually being Christian. It's, hey, these people believe in conservatism or white nationalism, whatever the fuck it is called these days. I don't know. It's so hard to keep up with these terminology that these weirdos. And like, I feel bad for the Republicans that are not a part of that, right? Like, I feel that's what I really do feel bad for, because there's definitely Republicans who are conservative who are not like a part of this crazy Trump MAGA group, and they're kind of like having to deal with it. I will say though, if you're a Republican that's not a part of that and you didn't vote for Trump, I have a lot of respect for you. Like, I have a lot of respect for you. More respect than I do for the other Republicans. For the simple fact that, like, hey, you are Republican. There's, you know, that's your belief, but you're not going to go with someone just because they're Republican and they're on your side if you don't agree with what they're, you know, whatever they're saying or whatever it is that they're pushing. Which is crazy, because I felt like the first time he came around, there was a lot more of them like that, and then the second time he came around, it was the opposite. It was like a lot more of them were like, nah, Trump is him, Trump is that. Like, and maybe that was because they wanted him to win, like, you know, wanted to guarantee a win. Like, oh, we have to back him up, or else he's not going to win because he already has so much bad publicity. I really couldn't tell you what it is. Especially without getting like into deep stuff, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't have the answer. I couldn't tell you. I just know there is a fact. Even J.D. Vance was, you know, a never Trumper, as he says. But now he's a vice president for Trump. So I don't really know how that happened. Unless, like I said, they're just like, screw it, we're not going to lose again. So we just have to back this guy up because he has way too strong of a base. Like, he was too strong for any other Republican to beat, so they had to just back him up so that way they can get what they wanted. Which is what's wrong with politics in a nutshell, in my opinion. Like, that is the problem. You want to know why I say that's a problem? Because Republicans did that. You know who don't do that? At least in my opinion. As much as they want to say it. I'm sure there are some that do, but there's definitely a lot more Democrats that don't. For instance, I did not vote for Kamala because I did not believe in her or support anything about her. And people are going to say, oh, it's because she's a woman. It's like, no, if you really want to ask, the main reason is because her and Joe Biden said they're going to legalize weed and they didn't. And so I take that personally. Like, don't tell me you're going to legalize weed. You get 4 years to do it. Really well. And then you want the office again? Like, nah, fuck you. You had your chance to help me. You didn't help me. Go fuck yourself. If it was Joe Biden running, I would have still said it felt the same way because he had 4 years to legalize it. He did not. So it's, to me, it's like, why do you continue to lie and say these things? And it's not just that. Like, both sides will try to use that. Like, oh, yeah, we'll legalize it. Oh, yeah. And then once it's their turn to fucking try to do it, they won't do it. And it's like, all right, bro, this is a fucking joke. Something's going on here. Obviously, I know it, bro. This is good. If you want changes in America to happen, I'm going to say this one thing, and it's probably going to get me killed, and I am not suicidal. We'll see that. If you want changes in America, we have to end the lobbying system that is in America. That is what is killing America, is the fucking lobbying system. The whole setup with lobbyists and being able to lobby for what people want, and special interests, is why America is where it's at. And once we get rid of that system as a whole, not one group doing it, not one, the system as a whole, the lobbying system as a whole, once we get rid of that, that's when we get the first step to getting rid of the most of the corruption in our government. Remember what I said? I am not suicidal. If something does happen to me, it was, I don't know who, but not me. That's all I can say. I'm just speaking the truth, bro. And that's something I said since, like, I was 15 years old, though. So, like, it's not nothing new. I just have a YouTube channel now, so somehow maybe might get heard by someone. I don't know. But anyone who, like, looks into that whole system can see how easily that is a problem. Like, why is that even a thing in our country? Like, that makes no sense. Why is that a thing? That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard of. It is literally a fast track to being able to, like, have corruption. It's like, what the fuck are we doing, man? Like, seriously, what are we doing? I don't think there's a faster track to having a corrupt government than lobbying. How am I supposed to get over there? I've been trying to figure this out this whole fucking time. I just walked off and just started the gate by accident. Because I didn't know where I'm supposed to go. I'm kind of like, what? It doesn't really show you anywhere. Huh. But yeah, bottom line, moral of my story is, do what's right, follow what's right. You be aight. Literally, every time I get water in my mouth from the rig, I gotta spit out. Shit drives me nuts. I just can't stand it. It's just so yucky. It's really not. I don't know. I have the OCD problems. I think that's what it's called. I don't know. What's crazy is we're going to one Dixie right next to Jungle Boys, and I kind of want to go to Jungle Boys. I'm not going to be able to. I want to grab an edible or two. Last time I chilled my OG, I was like, can you take me to Jungle Boys so I can get a pen? She's like, I don't want to go there. I don't want to take you there. I'm like, but I have a card. She's like, I know, but I don't want to go there. I'm like, fine. I was on the way home from the restaurant, that's why. I was like, hey. That's a good thing I didn't go because I ended up getting one from the Flowery anyways, 710. And what's funny about that is that I got one that was Sweeties, which is not bad at all. It's actually really good. But after I went, they freaking got sour tangy and freaking mango banana in pens, and I'm like, you fucking motherfuckers, like, you would get that after I already went and got this pen. And like, if there was no limits, I would go get it, right? But because those pens take off of my limit for oil, I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna go get that. Like, I'd rather save it for dads. Like, the pen is cool and all, but that's only for like portable terping. I prefer terps for humming terps. I dab a lot at home, is what I'm saying. Definitely more than I do publicly. But I don't know, that's probably gonna change a little bit more now because I'll be hanging out with my gramps and my pops and shit, and like going out more on the weekends. Even if I go to the beach. Oh, thank God. I was like, no. That was a crazy... Oh, shit. Wait, what? Am I missing something? Besides the brain that's functioning? Although, what the fuck? That shit's just so funny to me. Like, there we go. I don't know why that didn't do that. Oh, look, there's the box. Hold on. How do I get to that? Son of a bitch. How do I get to that? I was supposed to do that when I was down there. I just realized that. Okay, so let's go back down there. That's actually hilarious. Fuck it, that's actually the floor we need to be on, right? No. The next floor. One we missed. Yeah, there we go. Dude, what the fuck? Give me a break here, man. Come on, what the fuck? Bro, I'm telling you, I try not to get mad, but this is really a bad port of Jak 1. Like, if it's a PS5 port, it should be way better than this, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Like, it should be way... This is a choppy-ass port, bro. This is a choppy-ass port. And the reason I say that is because it's very, like that. Like, why is he not grabbing on things he's supposed to grab on? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no button for me to grab on shit. He's supposed to automatically do that, but he doesn't because the game is not a good port. Like, that's on the developers to port it over better. And make it, if it's ported over, you play test it to see if that's a problem and fix that to make it more, what's the word? Sensitive? Like, where it can sense it better? I don't know what the fucking word would be, but like, there's an extra word for it. Dude, that's actually insane. It's actually crazy, bro. It's actually crazy. It's actually crazy. It's actually hilariously crazy. And they're gonna say it's a 20-year-old game. Yeah, but you fucking ported over a 20-year-old game and you didn't do shit when you ported it over to make it, like, actually playable. Like, are you stupid? It's a 20-year-old game, correct. Which is why when you port it, you're supposed to do fucking work to make sure that it's fucking a good 20-year-old game that's to be played. Like, what are you talking about? If it was just the first game over, then I could understand. But it's a PS5 version of it. So it's like... what did you do? You just ported it over and just said, fuck it, we're not going to do any QA. We're just going to leave it how it was. Which is, in my opinion, a terrible port. That's not what you do. They say, oh, well, we didn't remaster. No shit, you didn't remaster. I didn't ask for better graphics, bitch. I asked for fucking better playability. And they're going to try to use the excuse that you have to remaster to do that, and da-da-da-da-da. And it's like, well, go fuck yourself at that point, you assholes. What do you get paid for if you're not going to do your fucking job? Jeez, man, this is a fucking joke. That's why I just said I'm not gonna let it bother me. I'm like, whatever. There's no point in PS5 port. Who cares? These assholes don't care. Why should I care? It's their fucking game. It's their franchise. It's their legacy. I didn't even. I didn't even mean to go down, to be honest. I don't know why I did that. Alright, so now I gotta try to figure out how to get to... There we go. I see it now. I see the path. Okay. Okay. Fucking ridiculous, that's all I can say, man. Like, whoever made this game needs a fucking good spanking, dude. Good spanking. They need a good spanking. Why would he go and not grip that? I just need to understand why. Why would he not grip that? I mean, you're literally like smacking into it and there's like an invisible wall. Like, nope, you didn't get it. Like, bro, grab it. Just fucking grab it. Stop being a little fucking fruit basket. Use your little fucking fingers and grab it. Before I fucking grab you and choke you to fucking death. Would you like to double jump, sir? No, I wouldn't. Straight to the fucking ground, please. Straight to the ground, please. Oh, he caught it! He finally caught it! He finally caught it, guys! I can't believe it! The fucking guy finally woke up today! He woke up and went fucking straight to hell. What the fuck was that, Jack? Fuck it, just get us up here. Yeah. Make sure my fucking volume on this is up all the way so we can hear whenever I get a phone call. Oh shit, it reminds me. Let me go grab my pen too so that way I have that just in case. Emergency medicine, you know, getting into anxiety. And my anxiety. Ooh. Where did I put that thing at now? Forgot. Oh, there it is. Nice. Yeah, next weekend is Easter, which is when we celebrate the sacrifice Jesus made for us. Okay? So, if you don't know what's going on with Easter, that's what it's about. Where are we going? Taxi sur Queen? Okay. Taxi sur Queen. What is that? Damn, bro. Why am I such a curious son of a bitch? I hate it. This is gonna be a bad idea.
I think we're in a spider's nest here.
Oh no! What the fuck?
I think we're in a.
No, we're in the fucking.
I think we're in a spider's nest here.
What the fuck? You think I can have a more clean run than that? Let's try to get a cleaner run. We can do it.
I think we're in a spider's nest here.
I tried to go do the square, but I swear the input delay in this game, or it's not an input delay, it's like non-existing inputs. It's actually crazy. Alright, that was a better run. I'll take it. I'll take it. Better run. Better run. That was a better run. And that's why I say it's a bad port, because a PS5 game shouldn't be like that. Like a PS2 game, 100%, yeah. But the PS5 version should be ported and then adjusted so that way when people do play it, it doesn't feel like it's a PS2 game, but with a PS5 attached. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I downloaded a PS5 version, and I expect to play a PS5 version. I'm not saying it has to be a remaster, but at least. Oh shit. So that's where now where do we go then? I was coming up here. That's where I was coming. What the hell? I'm so confused where we're supposed to go. Oh, you know what? Let's try this. It's still going up and down. Which means something. I have to figure out what exactly that means, but it's something. don't like this game. It's a bully. It's bullying me. I 100% feel bullied by this game now. I don't appreciate that. I don't appreciate that. You know what I mean? Why are you bullying me? Why are you bullying me? Not one, not two, but it goes through 3 pieces of wood and doesn't grab a single one. That's what I don't understand. So help me God. For everything that I love, why in the fudge and ball sack does this game feel it's okay to do that? It's not okay, man. No, it's not okay. I'm not accepting that. You have no right to not be catching anything, bro. It doesn't make any sense. There's a lie being told by the devil himself, Lucifer, and I need that to get out of here. Grab the fucking pole! I didn't say that. That wasn't me. That was Lucifer. Lucifer's here. He's trying to take over. So we need him out. Bye-bye, Lucifer. Motherfucker. There's nothing down here. So we gotta grab this and then come down. No, Lucifer! Alright, now we got to find... Oh shit, that's true. I gotta find this quick because I want to brush my teeth, put on some cologne, and I'm most likely gonna put on a hoodie too. That I will take off once I get to the Wellas because that shit is a fucking furnace. That woman does not believe in AC, dude. Drives me nuts. Like, I don't know what's wrong with her because she's a fucking walrus, so you would think that if anybody needs AC, it's that fucking beluga. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. It's my grandma, but she is a fucking giant. Jabba the Hutt. It's true, man. You want me to say? I'm honest. I love her to death, but she is a motherfucking Jabba! And OG Zodinsky. Yodinsky! Yodinsky. I'm gonna buy my mom a shirt of Yoda. So I'm gonna buy her a Yoda shirt. We locked in a twin, but where the hell do we go from here? G? I don't know. Queef, get out of my face. Alright, damn, bro. I just wanted to find out where I'm supposed to go. You don't have to be a dick about it. I told you, get out of my face! Sorry. Don't mind me. I'm just losing my mind over here. I'm just kidding. I mean, there is people that do that, so I shouldn't make fun of that. Well, not intentionally, you know. Shit's real. Now, honestly, though, where the fudge do I go from here? Because, like, fudge and fudge mixed with dark fudge, and then you can get a little bit of white chocolate fudge and mix it with that. Where's the fudge? Where's the fudge? Where's the fudge? Where's the fudge? Yep. I have no idea where we are supposed to go. I see this thing spinning, but where do we go? Oh, I don't know. Fuck me, my bro. Yep, I don't know. I don't. Damn, why they switched the beat? That shit was bumping, bro. That shit was going pretty hard. There you go. Hey. I'm so confused, my dude. I'm about to dip because where the do I do? Am I like crazy here, or like what am I missing? Well, there's no way I can get to that thing because that's just so damn far. And there's nothing I'm supposed to do with that because why would I do anything with that? Where do I go? Where do I go? Where do I go? Where do I go? Let's check if there's anywhere else down here we might find. Thought it was my OG for a second, but it's not. Alright, but I'm still gonna just save because I don't know where we're supposed to go. Alright, let's just save real quick. Options. Save. Well, actually. Alright, turp it up, stop it the fuck down. Always remember, keep it. I don't know, I was about to say. Keep it pushing. I don't know. Push, keep pushing what Jesus is pushing. That's there. Keep pushing that Jesus. There you go. Keep pushing that Jesus. Pushing P like Jesus. And what's the P that Jesus was pushing? Peace. Keep pushing peace like Jesus. Till next time, which by next time will be later today. I'm hopping back on today because this was a quick stream. Didn't realize it was gonna be that quick. Gotta finish getting ready. I mean, to be fair, I woke up and knocked back out, then woke up again. So that helped me go play a little later than expected. Yo. Alright, I'm up. Sorry.